Bill, are there certain countries that we need to have embarrassing conversations with? Jeremy Corbyn, the leader of the Labour Party, calling out the likes of Saudi Arabia. Is there an embarrassing conversation that needs to happen there?
Maybe, but I wouldn't put it all there. I think that it's a kind of lazy reaction to always project the problem as coming from overseas or representing some kind of foreign ideology, whereas the reality in most instances is that we find individuals who were born in the United Kingdom, educated in the United Kingdom, who in most ways were British through and through, and yet had a sense of not belonging here, an exaggerated sense of grievance, and evidently are completely lacking in any moral compass, that they're willing to murder children and stab young women with impunity. Therefore, to me, there's a domestic conversation that needs to be had, which is, how did we get to this kind of society?
Bill, outside of that, the other simplistic, and I won't use the word lazy, I'll use the word simplistic explanation, is a term coined many years ago, I believe, by the CIA, blowback, that there's certain foreign affairs, certain foreign policies that will come back to haunt you at home. Is that a distraction?
It's probably a distraction. It's another theme of the discussion being held amongst those in authority and others who think that they're being very radical by raising people's disgruntlement at British foreign policy. But the reality is, if you were unhappy with British foreign policy, you would have been a lot more unhappy 100 years ago, and possibly even more so in between. Britain has always interfered in the affairs of other nations, overtly, covertly, and occasionally far more murderously than it does nowadays. Therefore, blowback is not an explanation on its own. There's certainly a legitimate case to have to answer for our actions overseas, but in the past that would have taken a political form. That would have taken the form of people organising collectively to raise difficult questions from overseas and internally. It doesn't explain the kind of nihilistic, barbaric criminality that we're witnessing today. That must come from somewhere else.